right, we are rejoining Crudo as they're fighting tooth and nail, quite literally, with a swarm of adult dragons and Igneal, the alpha ancient dragon that's commanding and dominating all the other dragons in the area to his will. You guys went back and forth a little bit, and then after several massive blows to the face and a variety of different attacks and spells used against it, a massive sleet storm summoned by Skyward came coming down from the open sky, just impaling and landing into Igneal until eventually he fell lifeless to the ground. Nearly after, Nidell descended rapidly, resurrecting the beast as this twisted undead version of it, still radiating its heat, but its eyes are glowing bright white now versus the previous red and yellow amber glow they had before. You continue the fight and going back and forth, and we are starting back on Nidell's turn here. Anybody got any updates or questions before we get started?
I'm in pain.
Sleem, I do have an answer to your previous question that you were talking about at work today.
Okay.
So, the ship is currently crashing, but there are some very, very limited functionality due to the riots, the exploding of key parts of the ship. But it is still technically like gliding down as it eventually will crash. I would say that it's about 30 minutes from the tunnels and from the lair to get back to that dragon prison yard. That said, there's been some damage upon the ship already, and you, if you were to leave essentially now and start booking it, using being creative with what you can and can't do with spells, etc., you could make it back to that prison room within the 15-minute window you have. But you would have to leave pretty much within the next 2 turns or so to make that trek. So that is one thing to consider. That said, Nidell will take his turn here, and angrily grinding his teeth, he kind of shouts at Neil to continue his onslaught and his bloodbath. He looks over in the direction of Lorna and Skybor, as they just were the ones recently that fell the beast. So he's going to fly 20 feet your direction here. And he's going to look at you, Skywar, and cast Hold Person. And
Wisdom save?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
At advantage, because Hero's Feast.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is going to fail. So you are going to fall under the effect of paralysis. And then he is going to ascend 60 feet in the air from there. So he is about he was on top of Igneal, so he is about 80 feet up in the air now.
You can't cast spells when you're a whole person, can you?
Nope.
You can't do shit with your health.
You're paralyzed.
You can just try and not be paralyzed.
And that's at the end of my turn.
Let me double check. Yeah, I'm not. The target at the end of each of its turns, you can make another Wisdom saving throw. On a success, spell ends it on it. Yep, you got it. All right, so he ascends 80 feet, up to 80 feet, and that brings us to the riders. As they start to mark the guys that are coming in, the one blown up by the ship that you are kind of crawling out of the wreckage, Lorna, currently.
Uh-huh.
Karai kind of shouts out after kind of Nidel's warning and words resonate that the ship is going down. She'll kind of shout out to some of her men, like, sound the alarm to abandon the ship before everything crashes, and kind of gives them a command. So, this guy is going to start running out. I'm not going to bother checking his movement. He's just going to dash to there. But these guys are going to continue to try to come in to aid in this fight. He is going to stop. Can't do that. He's going to run. Use dash to get there. This guy is starting his turn in Neil's area. Keep me honest. Actually, you know what? I can do this by looking at the token settings. No. Okay. Excellent. This guy then is going to run here, and let me get their sheet open here. Make 2 attacks with the Shadow Bolt, range attack. 17's a miss, a 28 is a hit for 13 points of necrotic damage on the beast. Alright. And then this guy's dead. Is that the only other one that's alive still? Yes, that's it. The other one dashed. Oh wait, he has a bonus action to dash. Okay, so he can still do something. He's gonna fire a radiant bolt. How far away is he though?
Oh, there's one at the bottom too.
Yeah.
That one's running to follow in that order to go sound the alarm to start evacuating the ship. What am I doing wrong?
What are you thinking? Like,
There we go. I was trying to measure the distance between him and that guy, and it was like doing it in the middle of the square. Okay, here we go. A 22, I believe, misses. Let me double check. Yes, that misses. It's going to end their turn, bringing us to Skybor. You can make another Wisdom saving throw with advantage.
I healed 10.
It is not gonna pass. The adult red dragon turns. This guy's paralyzed, right? This is the second turn, I think, right? Or when does he get
so
another?
The stunning strike is over,
However, he also fell like 500 feet.
but he's fallen 1,000 actually.
Yeah, he's fallen 1,000, so he does fly. Oh, it's gonna be a minute.
did it.
It's
Starts
he
running.
can move 160 feet per turn, so that would be like we'll
Yeah,
just
it's like 7 turns.
7 turns. So let me, I guess, put a little note thing here on him. 7. Okay. You know, I wish the turn order thing. Oh wait, it does keep track. We're on turn order 11. It says. Or wait, is
I
that just the
don't-
count of the number of people?
No, the third order usually.
But I also don't think that was reset.
No, it was not.
No, because it hasn't been like 10 turns for Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire's
it's not
gone.
really
That was lost concentration.
That was a
on it, didn't we?
concentration, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Skyward lost concentration of that, but it didn't run out.
So it hasn't been 11 turns at all.
Most likely not.
I think from the descent, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's been fighting on the ships, going down into the lair, coming back up from the lair, continuing more fighting. There's been a lot going on. So, okay. Anyways, back to, I guess, my turn here. So we are going to do. This one is going to attack you, Lorna.
Cool.
And he's going to do so with his. He did use his fire breath, right? Yes. Pretty sure he did. Well, before I do that, then let me roll. Nope. Okay. He is going to do a bite
Okay.
and 2 claws. 1 and 2.
Start with
Uh, 18 misses.
Yeah.
28 hits. 29 hits.
Okay, so let's do one thing at a time because Laura has low hit points.
Okay. The first one's 11 slashing. That's 5 points of damage to you because you're raging.
Yeah.
The next one is 20 slashing. You'll have that down to 10.
She's out.
You fall unconscious after the last slash in your direction.
Yep.
That is going to end that guy's turn. That's going to end that guy's turn. It is your turn. I do need a whispered death saving.
Well, actually, doesn't Lorna have the ability to not go
Oh,
down?
I do. I
I was
do.
like, hang on, aren't you the barbarian that just says fuck that
I
shit?
know. I just hold on.
The stupid dying
it's been
thing, math
so
things.
long. Relentless rage. Yes. Constitution save. Normal. I make it. She has 1 hit point.
All right.
So her rage does not
You-
drop.
You fall down at that last blow. The dragon starts to move, like he's starting to set his eyes on the frozen skyboard below his feet. And as it starts to turn, it looks back over your direction as you kind of pull yourself out of the rubble of the shipwreck, and you stand very much so injured, but very so much so enraged.
Oh, yeah.
Your barbarian fury. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I feel like you were gonna say barbarian freak, but either way it would be fun. She is going to bonus action drink a potion of supreme healing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have it's just gonna be 47 hit points. And then as her action, this guy isn't fairy fired. We're gonna do regular Great Weapon Master attacks, not reckless, because yes. We've got that. I will put Cosmic onto the first one if I hit. That's a 23. I assume a 23 hits this guy?
Sorry. The adult, the one right next to you. Yes, it does.
Cool. That is. Hold on, we're gonna math here because I can't see. Rage, Cosmic, equals 4 to 5.
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm just trying to figure out the fire damage, which is the 1d10, but I can't.
Oh, is that in the? Okay, I gotcha. It looks like it's the. Rage is the 4. Rage is the 4. Wait, 4 rage plus 3d6 is cosmic plus
Yeah.
1d10 is fury. So the 10 is the fury.
Okay.
So that's the fire. Okay, so then let
I
me.
think so.
Okay.
And so then minus 10, which would be
Oh shit! It just
29.
switched. It switched them to 10 health points, and that's not right.
And then 41 non-fire damage.
41 non-fire damage.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
We'll
Okay.
do it again. Without the
Go for it.
cosmic. Ooh, that misses.
That does miss.
Yep. But that is her turn.
Okay.
I think. Oh, I'm so stupid. Well,
What's up?
I'm gonna 10, 20, 30 here. I should have been flanking, but it's okay. She's gonna move
Don't
over.
matter, I'm hell person. But I can't do it.
No, but you're still a living body.
But that only works if I'm a threat, and I'm not a threat.
I mean, Yeah. True. So she's gonna 5, 10. There. She'll just stay there. That's her turn.
Okay. As you complete your turn, Night Owl is going to use a legendary action, and he's going to fly 70 more, 70 feet higher into the sky. So he's at 150 feet, and he's going to move this way as he does that. All right, and that's going to be his legendary action. Cronus, what would you like to do?
No. So how high is he?
He is 130 feet up in the air. Or wait, no, he's 150 feet up in the air. It's 80, and then he moves 70 feet.
Still the really big one.
Do what?
There's also the really big dragon that's not dead.
And that's big. The purple one is a darkness aura, right?
Mm-hmm.
Darkness aura, yep.
Alright, well, fuck it. I'm already at disadvantage, so I'll go ahead and move.
Okay.
I will just... Yeah, I'll just charge in, knowing about where he's at, and... I will... switch my weapon over to the polearm, with my free action, and attack.
Okay. Go for
20.
it. 20 misses. A 14 misses as well.
Flurry of blows, or my bonus action. Yep, okay.
Okay. Anything else with your turn, sir?
No.
All right. As you complete your turn, Nidell is going to start casting a spell with using 2 of his legendary actions. As you start to hear a familiar incantation and gesture of the hands, and fire starts to radiate in his palms as he aims it down towards the middle of the darkness. It starts chanting him longer than normal, and then the ball starts to grow further in size. And he is going to be casting this at 6th level.
Did he fly down to do that?
No, he's 150 feet up in the air.
Doesn't Fireball still have 120-foot range, or is this different?
Yep.
According to this is 150. Let me double check.
Oh shit, it does. Ew. Disgusting.
Alright, so anything in a 20-foot radius sphere. So let me go ahead and do that measurement real quick. So that's going to be Karai and Cronus. And...
You're doing bad.
And
The
the other...
dragon just brought back to life.
Huh?
The dragon he just brought back to life.
I'm sure he's immune.
I wouldn't say
I don't
immune.
think so.
See, it wasn't doing as much as we thought it would.
But it's still doing something.
No, it hasn't been doing anything to him.
Oh.
Your blows, yeah.
That's
So-
different
With the
wording.
wrong wording.
Well, I'm describing it the best I can without saying "Oh, the fire does nothing alone."
I mean, you could just say the fire skates off of his scales harmless.
Yeah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. So let's see here. 3d6. So it's going to be a total of 39 points of damage down there, unless everyone makes dex saving throws, please. Did you already do that, Cronus?
No.
Alright, go ahead and do that. Alright. Cry fails. You pass Cronus.
Don't take any.
Alright. But Karai, however, takes all of it. And the already injured Karai, let me do the damage. I think I'm doing my math wrong. 30, right? This one is a very painful whelp and shrieking from her kind of skin burning from this last attack. This one seems kind of struggled and labored to as well. So she's not doing well from the sound of her voice and is probably not going to be standing on her feet too much longer. Callie Storm, what would you like to do?
I still can't see her, so I don't think I can heal her. Hold up. Yeah. So, as much as Callie wants to try and heal the woman who's now trying to help us, she can't because she's in a ball of darkness. So instead, this dude's the. Let me restart that sentence. The big dragon's so big, even I can see him with the darkness, right?
Right, he's standing over the darkness. The darkness is only 30 feet, 20 feet up tall, I
Okay.
think.
We're gonna do a Hail Mary. Hope it works. We're gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 4th level, but we're gonna transmute it, my last sorcerer's point, to lightning damage and see if it hits the dragon.
Okay.
He's not fairy fired anymore.
Okay.
24.
24 hits.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yay! So I'm also gonna use my last channel divinity.
Okay.
I really should have bonus actioned gone into my angel form before this one, but next time. So it's gonna do max damage of lightning.
Oh shit, okay.
So I'm really just rolling because I don't remember how many dice that is. 4, 76. Is that 42?
42.
Nice.
So 42 plus 9. So 51 lightning and cosmic damage.
What does channel divinity exactly say? I'm just curious if cosmic should be considered included or not.
No, it's just the lightning damage.
Okay, gotcha. All right. That just definitely has an effect on him, and it starts to kind of illuminate across the scales and arc across his body.
And then I'm going to bonus action my radiant soul form and fly over this flame to here.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Okay. Brings us to Igneal's turn, which I need to re-roll some d6s for him. Let me get that one up. He has done, let's see, which ones has he done so far? Fire Breath, Lava Burr, or no, not Lava Burr. Rend and Tear, and Dragon's Fury. He's done those 3.
Damn, hit in the air.
And he does get his fire breath back. All right. He is going to move, fly off the ground, and start flying over here. Karai and Cronus, you will both get opportunity attacks as he flies across here.
Whomever hits him first has advantage. Because that's how
Yes,
guiding bolt
indeed.
works.
I want to assume that misses. 15.
That does miss.
So then I guess Karai has advantage.
So inspiration, this lets me reroll, right?
Yes, it does. Let me see here. I gotta get Karai's in here still.
I will go ahead and do that then.
Yeah, Silent, you can roll Karai's with advantage for guiding bolt.
All right, that hits with a 28.
And 29.
Nice.
1 second, guys.
And he doesn't get to move now.
Oh yeah.
That is a set. 7. Why is it? Am I rolling that shitty?
I don't know, but you should move the dragon back.
Hold on, let me fix this real quick. This is not. What did I do wrong? Oh, I know I did it wrong. I put a plus behind the damage, the number of dice, and that's why it's not rolling it. All right, there we go. Let me roll that damage one more time for her, because that was... Holy shit, how am I rolling worse? Taking the best of both worlds. 14 points of damage on him. Okay, and then that was Sentinel, so he is not flying away from you then.
Correct.
So let me get rid of these lava paths then, since they did not happen.
And then also, I will use a key point for Stunning Strike on him.
He is right here. Go for it. It's a Constitution or Wisdom saving throw for him.
Con save.
Igneel, there you are. Constitution. He is going to use his legendary resistance to overcome that. But he did fail. So what else is he going to do now that he can't fly away like he wanted to? I guess his plan doesn't have to change too horribly much. He is going to do a fire breath. And let me just get the 90-foot cone. That should get everyone that way. So he does that. I will need dexterity saving throws from Karai, Salim, and the ninja. Let me go ahead and get him.
Also, my ancestral protectors are on him, which until the start of my next turn, he has disadvantage on attack rolls, which is fine. But when the target hits a creature other than me, and they all have resistance to damage.
Oh, that's gnarly. Okay, yep, got it. Okay. Dude, they're gonna need it. Let me get cry. All right, so. All right. Cry fails. The rider passes. Celine, you failed as well, so you'll take full damage here from this fire breath here, which is going to be. Where
I have evasion. I take half.
okay, so you'll take half of this. Let me get his character. Too many character sheets. Okay.
Now I also have uncanny dodge. Do both of those go into effect?
Uncanny dodge. Yeah. What did they do?
That's for an attack. That's
Excuse me.
an attack roll.
This isn't an attack roll.
It's not an attack roll?
No, this
No.
is a fire breath area of effects here.
Alright, it just says when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack.
Yeah, an attack.
Okay.
Right, and and you can't see him. You're in the darkness itself.
Okay.
So this will be 86 points of fire damage towards you, Celine. 86 points of damage to Karai. Who?
Is that full?
That's full. That's full. So yeah, have
So
it for
then
your.
take 10.
You'll take 43 with evasion.
Okay.
Let me update stuff here. That aura disappeared for you guys, right?
Yeah.
As Karai falls to the ground unconscious. What's the damage? Isn't it so? How much damage over their maximum hit point? What's that
It's
ruling
their
again?
full hit points. Past. Or no, half their full hit points. Let me double check on that.
Half? No,
It's
I'm
your-
good.
it's
It's
your
not.
full.
It's not near half. I thought it was. I just was double checking. I thought there was like an extra con save if it was so much damage, but
No.
we're good. This guy. Let me double check his health. He did pass it, but he did not have much health remaining, so he is dead as well. That's going to be his turn. He can't move. Yeah, but he does get his legendary actions back. So okay. Cry is unconscious, so she can't do anything. Young Red Dragon. Pull up yours up.
And for reference, it's after you go to 0, it has to be your full hit points. Past.
Perfect, thank you. This one's going to fly over here, and he is going to try to grapple you, Lorna, and his massive claws. I need your athletics or acrobatics against his athletics.
Okay. Let me find that. I have advantage because rage. 32?
All right. Roll. You avoid his clutches with his other attack action. I guess he is going to. That didn't go too hot for him, so he's going to go. He's going to use his claws to try to swipe at you. I'll say. One. I guess he used one of his claws already to try to grab you, so I'll do bite and claw. 20 is a miss, I believe,
20
and
is a
16 is a miss. Oh, it is a hit. Okay.
Meets. It meets it, yeah.
then 0 damage, apparently. Let me
Woo!
see what I did wrong.
So I heal?
I don't think so.
Damn.
All right, you take 12 points piercing, I'm sorry, the
Claw.
one hit, the claw hit, slashing damage.
Okay. So down to 6.
Yep.
Cool.
And the other one is alive. Oh, the other one is alive too. With the darkness gone, it's going to turn and look at you, Celine. Let me roll his d6. He's definitely used breath. He does not get it back. Okay. He's going to come at your direction, though, Celine. Seeing you just getting scorched by the fire, and he's going to do a bite and 2 claw attacks. 1, 2, and 3, 26, I believe, hits. I don't know why none of this is rolling damage. I've angered the roll 20 gods. 2d10 plus 6 plus. Alright, you'll take 24 points total. 19 of that is going to be bite damage, and 5 of that is going to be fire damage. And then the claws both hit. Let me roll those up again. That should be, just use that. 2d6 plus 6. For 29 more points of slashing damage.
So is this all considered one attack for my uncanny dodge then? Or is that
No.
3?
That's 3 separate attacks, so you can have one of those with your uncanny dodge.
So it's 17, 12, and 24.
You got it.
So it's 12, 12, and 17. So it's
Okay.
41. Okay.
All right. That is going to end their turn. I'm zoomed in a little bit. I keep gotta double check I don't have anything off on the borders. That's going to bring us to you, Salim. What would you like to do, sir?
So the one who just hit me, how damaged is he?
He has not been hit too bad, actually.
Right. And then the large one, Igneous, how damaged is he?
I mean, he looks like he's about... Or he's just got resurrected, essentially. He's looking pretty good, but he is starting to get a little bit more sluggish in his responses. Especially after getting stunned or stopped in his tracks by Cronus.
And what about the other two over by Lorna? You said they were...
The one by Lorna, the small one and the large one are both not looking great.
Okay. So I will use my disengage,
Okay.
and I will move. Let's see. To the
So you okay, you move up there.
and it's
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Salim. I can't hear you. Sorry, you're kind of turning into a robot a little bit.
And getting real quiet. No, that was not better.
No, it's still quiet and robotic.
Hello.
There you are.
Okay. Fire goodness.
Yeah, it sounded good for a
Hey, are
second.
you firing at the big one, the small one, or the really small one?
Okay, go for it.
Alright.
Which really small one?
Probably
I
the
mean-
one he was close to.
This one? A? Or
No.
B?
B.
B, got it. Okay, fire away.
Alright. So, 6 damage. That would be a natural 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll all your dice. Remember, cosmic dice double on crits as well.
And I have the frostbite strike, which is an extra 1d6 on the sneak attack.
Are you using frostbite? I don't know. Have you been? Oh yeah, you've been using that. Yep. Holy cow!
34, 7, and 5. 60, 70, 84.
your arrow strikes true and starts to kind of pierces through one of the scales of the dragon as it looms over Lorna. And then, as soon as it pierces through and makes purchase with the vital organs inside, it starts to freeze its internals, and you start to see a little frost appear on its body, Lorna, before it crashes right before you.
Okay. And then I will move over to the edge of the chasm and down into the chasm about 10 feet. Hanging on the side of the wall. Did you catch that?
You're hanging on the sidewalk? Got it. Okay, yep.
That's it.
All right. All right. Bringing us to...
Didn't even count my arrows slaying either. Man.
Can you move
How many
your
arrows?
phone closer to you?
I didn't count my arrows slaying either. I forgot to. I guess
I
it didn't
think
matter.
you've used 2 at least. Maybe a
No.
third?
Only 2.
Count the damage from just hit. Because I
Okay.
used the arrow slaying for that.
You did use an arrow slaying there?
I said I was going to. I guess you didn't hear me, but it doesn't matter because it killed him. But I'll take it off anyway.
Okay, yeah. If you said you were shooting it, go ahead and use that up.
I have 1 left.
Well, no, you said you did shoot it at the small dragon. I just didn't hear you.
Yeah, he's
I
got one
said-
arrow left.
Right. I said I did shoot it. I said I'm going to use my arrow slaying, but you didn't hear me. Because I
Right.
was talking far away. So I went ahead and took it off anyway, even though I didn't count the damage.
Yeah,
Because
Gotcha.
the
we're-
damage didn't matter.
We're all on the
I
same page.
understand. Okay,
Okay.
gotcha. So how many arrows do you have left then?
1 more arrow slaying, and then I have 20 arrow plus 1s.
Gotcha.
That's it.
As you complete your turn, Igneal is going to respond in his immediate area, and he is going to... Alright, he is going to do a tail attack. And he is going to do it on you, Cronus. Roll attack. 34. For 21 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is going to be his turn. To help me keep me honest, that was 1 legendary action. And then we are Nidell. Alright. Let's see what he can do here. He smiles down at Karai. Laying down on the ground. He takes a pride in his quick victory there, but quickly looks at the remaining of all of you running around, scurrying on the ground. And he shouts at Igneal again. The ship is crashing. Burn them all to a crisp. We'll dig through the rubble to find their keys if we have to. Do not let them leave the ship. And let's see what he does now. He already used Hold Person, which is still in effect. He did Fireball at 6th level. And let's see, what else can he do? He's going to do another Fireball. Well, yeah, that's long distance.
Come closer.
I don't think so. That's the only thing he has that can go that far. So he's gonna cast another Fireball. This one he is targeting you, Cronus. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will need a dexterity saving throw for you. I know those are good for you. That is a fail. So you
Wait,
will
why do you have disadvantage on that?
he's got disadvantage on all attacks and abilities for the day.
Huh.
Due to the curse he was freed from. So that will be 28 points of fire damage, but I know you can. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It is 34 points of fire damage, and then I assume you're using evasion.
And I'm resistant to fire.
Oh, even that.
So you will take. Damn it. So you will take, what, 6 points of damage? Fire damage? Thanks for letting me roll dice, guys. It's gonna be. And after that, he is going to fly. Another. He's gonna start flying. I keep forgetting his movement speed. There we go. He is going to fly another. Another 30 feet higher in the air.
So 180 feet up now.
You got it.
Jeebus.
You know, somebody's gonna tell him eventually if you want something done right, you're gonna have to do it yourself.
All right, that's gonna bring us to this guy. The Ashi's turn. He's gonna see that Karai has fallen, and he's going to immediately rush over there and grab her, kind of trying to lift her on his shoulder as best as he can and force feed her a potion. And he's pretty much used most of his movement, but I'll say he can get a scotch away, dragging her away. That's going to bring us to Skybor.
Does a 24 pass?
That passes, sir.
Alright. I am no longer held by that
Woo!
turn.
All right. As you end your turn, Igneal is going to use another legendary action here, and he is going to swat at you with another tail attack there, Cronus. Where did he go? Tail attack towards you. 28, I believe, should hit for 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
And so I have 7.
That brings us to. Oh wait, shoot! I skipped the dragon's turn. All right, the adult red dragon. Alright. This will be turn. I don't see this mattering, but I will go ahead and update it. This one is going to attack you, Lorna. Let me roll to see if he's got his breath weapon back.
Excessive, ain't it?
He does not. Excessive? Maybe a little. But, gotta keep you guys on your toes and fight for it. Here we go. Here comes a bite and 2 claws your way. Lorna. Alright, a 33, a 32, and a 31.
Holy fuck. Yeah. Pretty sure those hit.
Alright, so the...
Calculator out. Okay.
So, you're still raging, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Just
so the
full
first one...
damages.
Alright, so 20 piercing, 8 fire,
Yep.
12 slashing, and then 15 slashing.
Okay. I take 27 points of damage total.
That sounds about right. And that's going to end its turn. Lorna McKinley, what would you like to do with your...
Before that, I want to do the 2 reactions to those hits.
Oh, go for it.
Fuck it up.
Yep, I would. Okay. I can't reckless on these. Oh, do I do regular hits? I'm gonna do regular hits. 'Cause, sure. Okay. Dirty 20. Can I include cosmic damage on these reactions?
Yeah.
No. Yes?
Yeah, it's once per turn, or I guess you already technically did it on your turn, though.
Yeah, so I don't know.
No,
Okay.
not since it's not your turn's
That
over,
is
technically.
a-okay. So that would be 5 fire plus 5, 12 fire,
hmm
and then 39 other damage.
39 miscellaneous damage.
Miscellaneous mixed damage.
All right,
I'm gonna do a second one because I have 2 reactions.
go for it.
19?
That hits
Um,
for 25 more.
24 because one of them is fiery rage.
Gotcha. All right. It's not looking great.
Awesome.
Anything else you'd like
That's
to do?
her reaction. So now
Oh,
it's her
now it's your
turn.
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Skybor is no longer paralyzed, so now I am considered a threat.
Fuck yeah. 10, 20, 30 over here. And
I'll give it to you.
she is going. I mean, I can go the extra 10 if you need me to, but
No, I think you're fine with that large
Cool.
of a creature.
we're not going to reckless, but flanking. Great weapon.
Go for it.
27
That hit.
for 6 fire damage and 31 regular damage.
Okay. Still standing, although it's definitely having a hard time keeping his big body up with his 2 massive legs.
Okay. I'm gonna do it again. Another natural 20.
And
Dead now?
the dragon falls,
Perfect. So then she's going to.
landing right on top of Skywar.
No!
Sky...
You can move out of the way this time.
You can
All right.
dodge. Bonus action. She is going to. What is that? I have to look that up first. She's gonna throw something. I need to see. So 10 feet back there. She probably can't actually hit anything from this distance. 60 feet? I can throw a javelin. It's not gonna do me good, but it's something. You know what? No, bonus action. She's gonna touch herself and give temporary hit points to herself.
Alright.
9 temporary hit points. I'm just gonna add that to my actual hit points. That is her turn.
Okay. After you complete your turn, let me double check. I think this is Igneal's second legendary action. Where's Igneal? 1, 2. No, this will be his third legendary action. And he's going to use his tail against you again, Cronus.
Mhm.
Where is he at? 35 hits for 16 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so have that. I'm a rage.
Why am I-
Also, I've been forgetting. Each time you've hit me, you take lightning damage.
Okay, he's hit you at least 3 times since last. So how many d6 per time?
1d4, so it's 8 total.
Okay, let me do that. Okay. All right, that brings us to you, Cronus. What would you like to do? Actually, Nidell is going to also use a legendary action to move his full speed. Let me just get that real quick. he's going to fly further up. He is now about 220 feet up in the air.
What's his speed? 40 feet?
His flying speed is 60 feet.
Oh. Does he go up? Okay.
Well, that's fair. If he's going up, he can't really go over, but he's heading up.
Fun.
So he's. Let me update this.
And is Neil flying? Sorry?
No, he tried to, but Cronus said that's not allowed.
Perfect.
Gonna say, get back here.
Get back here, bitch.
All right, that brings us to you, Cronus. What would you like to do, sir?
Yeah, there's no point in chasing after him, so I will just lay into the big fat dragon in front of me.
Okay.
So both of those will miss. Key point for flurry of blows. Nice. Alright, I don't do shit.
Okay. Excuse me. And your turn, Callie Storm. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna attempt to do shit.
Okay.
So still flying 10 feet in the air. Gonna go here. Bonus action first. I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word at 4th level, which should hit. Actually, don't know how far away Salim is from me. Everyone but Salim. So me, Cronus, Karai, Skyboard, Lorna, and Ninja number that one.
Okay.
Ninja number the one that's still alive.
What are you giving them all?
Healing.
Healing. Got it. Okay, go for it.
Ignore the cosmic. Everybody gets 12 points of healing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Karai soaks those up as quickly as possible, and so does the ninja that's trying to get away.
And then action. We're gonna give this a shot. I don't imagine it going well. We're gonna try and hit the dragon with my sunblade.
Okay.
Yep. It's about right. So I heal people, that's it.
Okay.
Do you want to
Brings
use
us-
fate?
Fate or inspiration if you have any left.
I've already used my inspiration. If you want me to use a fate, I can.
It's up to
I
you.
don't know how many we have left.
We have 4
How many do we have
left.
Sure, fuck it, why not? See how this goes. Apparently doesn't want to. Oh! Well, that hits.
Oh.
Yeah, that
28.
hit.
fuck
I only
yeah.
do one attack.
Alright.
Make sure I got everything. Oh, that's the wrong one.
25.
Yeah. Radiant and Cosmic.
You know what? That seems to be a little bit more effective than you think, as it's hits the undead dragon.
Oh, wait, shit, hang on. Let me add a little bit more because I hit him and I can, because I forgot I'm also a paladin.
Okay.
And what the fuck else am I using these spell slots for? So he is undead because I know that.
Mhm.
Fuck, I gotta do math. Okay, so 4d8 extra radiant.
Oh shit. Okay.
11 extra radiant because I rolled like shit.
All right, now the massive Igneel is starting to show wear and tear, even in his, his resurrected form. Old wounds that were healed by Nidel's dark magic are now starting to reopen, and you see instead of blood kind of coming out, it's just kind of like this black ichor now coming out of this reopened wounds.
That's all I got now.
All right. Let me re-roll some d6s for Igneel here. He uses Fire Breath again. Alright, still working on the Random Tear and Dragon Fury. So let's see what we got. Alright, he's not going to use those. So instead, he's going to use his last ability. As he kind of takes that last blow of damage from your Radiance blades and attacks Callie, he releases another massive roar, and you feel the already heated area surrounding him start to grow in temperature. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Did you pass through this little red channel here to get to that
I'm
side?
flying.
Oh, you're flying. Got it. Okay. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. So the heat starts to grow and grow and hit and start to radiate away out from his body as he starts to release this fiery energy all in different directions. All creatures within 30 feet of Igneel will take. Wow, I could have rolled. I don't think I could have rolled shittier. 15 points of fire damage.
7.
Keep that having to yourself. It makes me feel better. And he is going to try to ascend about 50 feet up in the air. So this is going to give you and Cronus an attack of opportunities. One is going to miss. Cronus, that is also going to miss. So he is now about 50 feet up in the air. Let me update his little red number. Okay. And that is his turn. Cry will reach into her pouch and grab her another potion on and drink that as quickly as possible. She is looking better, but she is this and that being drained. Let me think. What would she do? You know what? She's too prideful to leave Cronus behind, have all the fun. She drinks this other potion, which does replenish her health quite a bit, and shouts to the Ashi to go off and help with the evacuation plans of the ship. And she turns around. She doesn't dive right into the back of the fray, but using her action, she is going to attack with the stars here that kind of radiate purple and black magic and auras around them as she pulls them into her hands. And she's going to throw those. That's a miss. Let me throw this one. It was really cool sounding, but they both shrink off as hard scales and don't do much damage towards Igneel. Brings us to the young dragons, which are all but dead. Let me roll this. His recharge is still not good. Young red dragon. You know what? That's not fair. She wouldn't just sit there. She would disengage and move away from that. Oh wait, she can't because she used her bonus action for a potion. Dang it. All right. Let's see. What will he do? He is going to do a bite and claw attack at Pry. Doesn't make sense for him not to. That 12 is a miss, 15 is a miss, the 26 is gonna hit for, why do you hate me? Do this. Come on. Gotta type this faster. 16 points of slashing damage. You'll notice that these blows that she was shouldering quite well before seem to be doing extra damage to her. She's just really not having the stamina to kind of stay in this, but she's kind of staying out of pride at the moment, fighting through it. That's going to end its turn. Salim, what would you like to do? Just a
Okay.
friendly reminder between now and next turn, if you don't are heading down, it's already going to be by the skin of your teeth to accomplish what you're hoping to. It's going to make it very dangerous to try if you don't leave between now and next round.
Okay. I'm going to move up where I'm just at the lip of the chasm.
Okay.
And fire at Igneous.
Okay. Go for it.
Is he considered? He's not considered next to anybody, is he? Because he moved away from him.
Correct. He's 50 feet in the air at the moment.
All right, so I'll fire at the small dragon that just hit Karai.
Okay.
And I'll use an arrow +1, not my arrow of slaying.
Okay. Go for it.
25.
That hits.
Okay.
For 49 points.
49 points of damage.
There you go.
And then I will go
You see
ahead.
Some of his scales fall off with that glance, and that arrow actually made its way through. It seems to have done some damage, and it releases a roar in pain in response.
All right, then I'll head down the chasm and start what I was going to do. Run down this wall, down into the lair.
Are you free falling to go as quickly as possible, or are you trying to stay only on the wall? Because if you free fall, you go way faster.
Let's just see if I have.
Because you're gonna have to probably be
Yes.
very aggressive and creative to
Yep.
try to
Free
get
fall.
there. Okay.
I have 2 more feather falls I can use, so I'm good.
Okay.
When I need to.
You got 2 rounds without having to worry about, hitting anything quite yet.
Right. So what I want to do is I want to get down to the dragon's hoard and spend like 5 minutes looking for jewels, expensive jewels, and any magical items that maybe teleport or give me like what's that spell? The orb of invulnerability or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines that I can either fly or teleport or protect me from not more than 5 minutes looking for all that stuff. Grab it all and then head to the white dragon.
I'm sorry. What are you trying to grab down there?
Okay, I'm down at when I get down to the dragon's pile. He's going to have all kinds of gold and jewels and everything, right? Magical items.
Not that you really saw, but
Well, maybe if he does. Then I'll spend 5 minutes as I'm going through the pile, towards the exit, picking up any expensive jewels, any magical items that might give me teleport or fly or anything like that. Anything that I would just
You do
see off.
not have 5 minutes at all. You have no time. You have literally one beeline direction if you want.
As I'm going down the chasm into his lair, and then I've got to go through the pile to get to the exit, right?
Right. You have. I mean, you have to go through the caverns that kind of Rethic told you about that led to his lair. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying you. I mean, if you're trying to accomplish this, you won't have time for any kind of stops.
Then I'm just heading to the White Dragon.
Okay. So you descend 500 feet this turn. You'll descend another 500 feet, and then you'll get there by your third turn.
Okay.
That is, however, as you're free falling down, you do see the adult red dragon that is flying up in your direction. So you guys might cross paths as you pass each other.
Okay.
That is going to end your turn, bringing us to Nidell. He reminds Igneel of his purpose and what he's kind of commanding him to do: either destroy the ship or kill you all and bring what he wants, or destroy the ship in the process of making sure you all fall into the rubble. And he flies up another 60 feet in the air, and he then starts to cast a spell. He also oh no, before he does it, he'll shout down to you all and also say, I can see how you bested my younger brothers and sisters in the past. I've seen all that I need to see. I'll let Caligra know what we have in front, or what we can expect to see from you all in the near future. But now I need to go help my sister with her 3 wishes. And he starts to cast a spell, Greater Invisibility, and he poofs from vision.
And he went up higher?
Yes.
Another 60 feet?
Yes. He is now 260 feet up in the air.
280.
Oh, thank you. Yep. 280 feet in the air. Alright, that is going to end his turn. Bring us to the Ashi. This guy's already made it out of the building by this point. This one is going to attack this young adult red dragon that you just attacked, Salim. And here we go. And okay. We got a 19 and a 19. What's that? Those meet the numbers. Here we go. All right, for 32 points of piercing damage. All right, that brings us to Skybor. Skybor, are you with us?
Yeah. I'm just a little salty right now.
Oh
I want to go over here and I want to heal Lorna. Cure wounds at 5th level.
Thank you.
All right, why are you salty?
Because I was going to use Earthbind on the tiefling that he turned invisible, so I can't do it now.
Oh, I felt a disturbance in the force, Howard.
That's my turn.
What are you? Okay. That brings us to you know what? Has Emil used his legendary actions yet? He has not, since he has turn. Let me do that. Oh wait, he can't because no one's by him. He can't reach with his tail attack. Okay. He will use one of his legendary actions to move, though. Let's see, how far can he move? Where is your character sheet This is not going to affect the floor because he's 50 feet up in the air, but he is going to fly. Here. He's going to fly over to away from all the immediate danger. Fly over here. And that's going to bring us to Lorna. What would you like to do?
Okay.
He's still 50 feet up in the air, but he's flying right above you in Skyboard.
Okay. So, math. Okay. She can fly. Her speed, which is 40 feet. She's 5 feet tall. Is the 50 feet from like the bottom of him, the center of him? Would she be able to reach him if she flew under him? Basically.
I would say that your character is at 40 feet, but at the bottom of your feet. So you're probably more at...
He also has a great sword.
It's
She's
like
also
another
tall.
3 to 4 feet. Really, probably you could hit him. Also, if we're playing fast and loose with 40 feet, we get you directly next to him.
I think since it's vertical and not horizontal, like, obviously like on the
Yeah.
ground, that makes sense.
I appreciate that. So she's
You're
good.
kind of attacking upward at him, though, so I think there will be some disadvantage from trying to strike from below.
That's fine. I'll take it. She'll reckless to make it a normal hit.
Okay.
And I do, but I don't. It's not worth it. Because it's fire damage. Not worth it. She'll reckless great weapon master to a straight roll. 17, I'm guessing misses.
17 does miss.
23
That hits.
for 28 points of damage, not including fire, because immune.
All right.
And bonus action, she's gonna do it again. Because
Okay.
Frenzy Rage. Motherfucker! I have nothing. That's her turn.
All right, that brings us to Crotus. But before you take your turn, Crotus, he's going to use his legendary action to use his tail on you, Lorna.
Cool.
$32
Uh-huh.
for 22 points of bludgeoning damage. Half to 11.
Yes.
And then Cronus, it is your turn, sir.
So first I will pretty much run through here, and I am just gonna run straight across the floor.
Okay. You will need to take some damage then. We'll take 22 points of fire damage, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll have it.
Yep.
Then my free action, my pole arm turns back into the side arm, or the size,
Okay.
and I throw it at him.
Okay, go for it. Wait, how far can you throw those things?
90. 90 at disadvantage, and since I'm already disadvantaged, it doesn't matter.
You're good. I'm Pythagorean theorem real quick. You're fine.
25.
25 hits. It strikes true Kind of right by the shoulders, and where his neck. How much is the shoulder on? That is no fire damage, right? So it's
Correct.
everything there. So it's 25.
And then cosmic 12 more.
Okay, for 37 points of damage. What would you like to do next, sir?
Bonus action, I'm going to teleport to it.
I figured. Okay, you teleport up there using some of your flight capabilities, and well, if you want to kind of like ride them, go ahead and give me acrobatics. If you're trying to just hover with your flying speed, you could do that as well. Kind of like what Lorna did, so she didn't get like knocked off for as long as possible.
Now I'll just hover next to him.
Okay, so you're on him, but you're like hovering as closely as possible to him. Then,
And then my second attack, I will stab him with it again.
go for it.
Nope.
That's gonna miss. All right. Anything else?
He also has my protectors on him.
Okay. Thanks for the reminder. Before I attack someone else and wasted a perfectly good fire breath now. All right. That is going to bring us to Callie. But before Callie goes, he's going to use one more of his tail attacks. This one, he is going to target. There's so many choices now. Gonna target Lorna again.
Oh boy.
24 for 13 points of bludgeoning. Bringing us to you, Callie.
Real quick, I'm going to use my reaction to attack him.
And I too.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna
gotta-
wait and see what happens with this before I do my turn.
I'm gonna see if this was a DM mistake first.
I need to read Reckless real quick.
Yes, you still have advantage.
Okay. Thank you.
That
I don't think
It's-
it's.
Does the 20 hit?
20 does not hit.
Yeah.
Neither does the one from Lorna. Okay. You get one more, Laura. Did you want to do it again?
Well, he only. That was for.
Oh, is it each time he misses or whatever?
Well, no, it's each time he attacks me. But
I
that was
gotcha.
in reaction to him moving?
No, that was him attacking you. He hit you. He hit you with his tail attack.
Yeah.
And I have Sentinel, so
Yeah.
that's why I
Alright.
attacked.
I think that's this third movement. He did a tail attack beforehand, right?
Yep.
Yep. That's all his action. So, Callie Storm, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna fly up 20 feet, over 10 feet, because I really don't want to figure out that math. And then, fuck it, we're gonna try Sacred Flame on the big bad dragon. Dex save for the big fucker, please.
Deck save. Oh, okay. Oh boy, he's not very dexterous. 16.
No, that fails.
What happens if it fails again?
He takes, hang on, let me add up all the radiant for you. 19 radiant and 6 cosmic.
He'll take it. I'm not using his legendary reaction. So, I'm sorry, that was 19 or 17, 8. So 25 all day.
Mm-hmm. But
Okay,
it is a
and
mix
then-
of radiant and cosmic.
Right. Let me do that then. All right.
6, yeah. Bonus action, I'll move my spiritual weapon over this way.
Okay.
That's it.
That is going to bring us to Igneal, who has to roll lots of d6s now. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Dang it. All right. What's he gonna do here?
Accept
All
his
right.
fate and die with dignity.
Never.
Well, option.
These are gonna come at you, Lorna.
Okay.
Bite and 2 claws. 19 misses.
Yep.
23 and 32.
Okay, on the
Oh,
23.
hold on. So all of his attacks are disadvantaged.
But
Because
advantage
of my
because I
protectors.
reckless.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So straight attacks.
Correct. So you will take 39 total slashing damage.
Okay. Okay, hold on. 19 would just have. Okay. And on one of those, because that's all I have left, I'm going to retaliate.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh, there you go.
I will take it. So that is 9. So 13 fire damage. 12, 4, and 62 regular damage.
All right. Jeez, Pete.
Also, Lorna, you have resistance to the damage dealt
Oh,
since he didn't
I'm-
attack me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let me see if he wants to do any other mistakes here real quick. All right, that's his 3 attacks. Yeah. That is going to be that. Yes, I will do that. This is legendary action, has that special thing. So, okay, Cry is going to continue her assault against the dragon next to her. Two, 1, 2, 3. Oh, crit. 29 and a 31. So 19. Let me just roll 20, do the math out. 19. Oh, I thought it did it for me. Okay. 28. $53 and 60. 60 points of damage to this dragon as it falls over dead after her last katana slashes through. As the dragon kind of falls down, she directs her eyes over to the Igneal's direction, and she's not gonna have her full movement because she's really hurt. This is like she's getting up by sheer will at the moment. Move this out of the way. Okay, that is gonna be her turn. Actually, she can bonus action. No, she's not gonna run across the fire. 3-4. That's gonna bring us to the young red dragon, they are all dead now. Salim, you descend another 500 feet down, and you're starting to, coming from this angle, you're kind of riding the wind a little bit, and the heat kind of changes the direction as you fly down, and you start to see the chamber below. By next turn, you'll be at the bottom of the floor if you want to use Featherfall to slow your descent. That said, go ahead.
I was going to say, am I past the large dragon yet?
Oh shoot! Yeah, you flew another 500 feet. Let's see here.
Because I'm very tiny. He's very
400.
big. We're both going very fast.
You are about 100 feet away from him.
Above him?
Above him, yes.
Okay.
But that is a really
Awesome.
good point. He is pretty laser focused.
Okay.
But you're not hiding. Let me do a perception check and see. Oh, let me think. You are tiny, so I want to consider that for the DC. Does have a decent passive perception, though. Including things like blind sight, but I don't see how that would affect that here, so... Since you're not hiding, I want to think an 18's fair DC. So let's see here. He does catch you in his eyes as you're kind of falling down. You'll notice that the dragon's eyes kind of look at this thing falling from the ceiling. What would you like to do?
I'll keep falling down past him.
Okay.
At the last minute, I'm going to cast Featherfall.
Okay. So you fly another 500 feet down, and you are now about 100. Let me think. If you were 100 feet above him, you said 400 some feet. So you are kind of near his tail side, but you are not. You are technically this distance far apart from each other since you fell down where you said you were.
Yep. Okay.
All right. That is going to bring us over to the Ashi, but before that, Igneel is going to use his legendary action to swoop away. Flying his... Hold on, let me go back. What is movement speed? I know that that Nidell has 60 feet, but I think he has a little bit more. Yeah. He's going to fly away, not provoking attacks of opportunity. And that's going to bring us to the Ashi.
Is he still 50 feet up?
Yes, he's still 50 feet up in the air, though. The Ashi are going to continue the assault. So they're 50 feet up in the air. And the Ashi can fire, I think, 60 feet away. Oh, no, he cannot. Damn it. Going to run over to Karai, I guess, and use his action to give her one of his last remaining potions and kind of top her off. It's going to bring us to you, Skyboy. What would you like to do, sir?
Let's try polymorph.
Oh shit, I forgot about
Yes.
polymorph.
Polymorph what exactly?
I want to turn. I want to
What
turn
is-
it into a rabbit, and he's going to fall all the way down to the bottom.
DC is 18.
Yeah.
17
Probably.
fails. I'm going to use his second legendary resistance.
And we're gonna
To-
use fate
to
token
thwart
on that
that.
then. Can we
You
do
can't-
that?
It's
A
an automatic.
legendary
attack.
resistance. He
No.
automatically passes.
Oh,
But yeah, I was like, no, but also no. Let him use that fucker.
yeah. That was good thought, Skybar.
It starts to get his nose starts to get a little fluffy for a brief moment, and he shakes his head, and his momentary bunny whiskers disappear from his scaly maw once again.
Just
Anything else you want to move or?
move where? Oh, actually, I wouldn't be able to do probably more because he's 50 feet up in the air and he's all the way over there, so I wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh,
So,
well, then
scratch
you get the spell slot back. That's nice.
that. And he gets his resistance back.
That's not as nice.
So I'm just going to stand here like a dumbass. That's turn.
You don't have any other spells that can reach him? All right.
I mean, technically I do, but it's stupid to use it.
Gotcha. Okay. Adult red dragon. It does see you, Saleem, and it is going to fly your direction and make a bite and 2 claw attacks at you. 1, 2, 3. 30, 30, 28. And that will be a total of 24. I'm sorry, 15 piercing, 9 fire. I can't remember who has fire resistance is. At this point, I think all you do. 19 slashing, and then another 13 slashing.
Math. Repeat that. 19.
So, yeah, 15 plus 19 plus 13. So that's going to be 39 points of damage total in piercing and slashing damage, and then 9 points of fire damage.
Okay, so I'm fire resistant, so half of that.
Okay, so you take 4 for fire.
And then it was 19, 15, and 13.
Right, so if you want to have that, you can reduce that damage by 9 points then.
Okay, so 15, 10, and 13.
Actually, I'm sorry, I did wrong math. You can reduce that by 10 damage, so... so...
37 and 4. 41.
You got it. Alright. Alright. That's gonna be his turn. Lorna, what would you like to do?
God damn it. Why? 20, 30, 40. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're going to bonus action drink a potion of advanced greater healing. I have to remember. That's 4d4 plus 4, right? Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, what was the question?
I'm doing math. 20 hit points for the advanced greater healing. That is 1. And then she's going to dash, and she's flying. So she's going to get up literally in his face again.
Okay.
That's as much as she can do.
Alright.
It's either a smart thing or a bad thing. I really don't like being over this pit, but it's fine.
Using his legendary action. He's going to annoy you and use his movement again to fly away from you.
Bitch! I at least get a Oh my god. How far is he going? Where is he?
He's right here.
Oh,
Right above
wow.
Callie's head
I
right
just
now.
blended in.
He went the other way.
And no reactions for legendary. For his legendary action. It's kind of
What?
avoids
Also, how much feet is he up?
80. He's 50 feet up in the air.
Okay. So he's 20 feet above me.
You got it.
And it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks? That's
Not when he uses his
bullshit.
legendary action to move.
That's
Yeah, they be bitches.
yeah. Fine.
All right. Bronus, it is your turn, sir.
Well, now he's moved closer to me. I can reach him.
Yeah, I realized there was a risk, but he's trying to really stay alive to get his reach for his DM to start rolling some fucking sixes.
Nah.
Yeah, so start off. Size
he is-
turn back into a polearm. Do what?
He is 50 feet up in the air.
Yeah, well, I teleported to him.
Oh, okay. Then go for it.
Well, like on my last turn, I teleported next to him. So I'm also 50 feet in the air.
Well, no, you were flying. Remember, you didn't land on him.
But he was
You're
in
flying near.
But I was next to him.
Again, I asked you if you were standing on him, riding on him. or
No,
if you were
but the thing
hovering
is,
over
is I'm flying next to him in order to hit him the second time.
He's
He
moved
just
160. He's moved 160 feet two
Up?
times. No, not up. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Vertically, I'm on the same level. I'm 50 feet in the air.
I see what you're saying. My mistake. Sorry about that. Yep,
Oh, no,
go
you're
for
good.
it.
good. Math.
All right.
I hate flying creatures. This is the last fucking flying creature.
I was like, you put him there.
You know.
All right. Yeah. So my size turned back into the pole arm for my free action, and then 2 attacks.
Okay.
24.
24 hits.
And then add the cosmic to that. And then key point for stunning strike.
Okay.
So con save.
And what's the total damage now?
21, 22, 32.
Ah, 16. He's using his second legendary resistance then.
That would be okay. No, because Skyboard didn't actually get his off.
Right. So I'm sorry. Can you give me that damage one more time? 31?
32.
32. Got it. Okay.
Key point for flurry of blows for 2 unarmed attacks.
Go for it. Those miss. Anything else with your turn?
No.
All right.
And then my protectors are back on him again.
All right. As you complete your turn, he's going to use his last legendary action. Fly this way. Hallie Storm, what would you like to do?
Measure for a second.
He's still 50 feet on the air, but he's 80 feet.
That doesn't. That's not the important measurement here.
That doesn't sound good.
Alright, fuck it. We'll go 20 more feet in the air. A little bit closer, so I'm just gonna steal this dragon spot. And we're gonna Sacred Flame him again, so dex save, please.
All right. Dex saving throw. 19.
That passes.
So he takes
nothing
half
happens.
damage. Oh, it's all or
No,
nothing. Gotcha.
Cantrip.
Oh, gotcha. Anything else?
Bonus action, because... Oh, that dragon's still coming back. Yeah, we'll move our sacred the weapon thingy. That's it.
Okay.
running away.
God damn it. Going to descend down here and make 3 attacks at you, Skybor. Let's see here.
I'll let disadvantage.
Oh, good point. Thank you. 19 misses, 32 and 30 both hit for a total.
19 hits.
Oh, nine. It's a one. It's a 1, so that's an automatic miss. So.
Oh.
Right.
32.
then-
Jesus.
And then you have resistance to that damage as well, Skyvor.
I'm sorry, 33. So you would take 16.
Is
And
that
then
already
it's-
halved?
Is that already halved? Yes, that's halved. Sorry. Yep. Sorry. I'm trying to do my movement math. So he's gonna fly 20 feet up in the air, and 20 feet over, but you will get an opportunity of attack of opportunity, Skywar.
Sure. I'm done for that.
23 misses.
21.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's going to bring us to Karai. He did swoop down. Where's your movement speed again? Your range. You can throw this at disadvantage. She's going to jump over the fire. I was going to use pretty much all her movement. And she is going to throw her stars at the Igneal again, but didn't do too great for her last time. So 1, 2, 3. All 3 glance off his scales once more. This guy's no longer in the rotation. They're all dead. Salim, you are you want to continue free falling 500 feet past the dragon?
How much more do I have before I hit the bottom?
You'll be at the bottom you'll be able to, like, kind of right before you hit the ground, hit your feather fall and, brace,
Okay.
real quick. But you'll be able to get to the ground using the rest of this falling. Well, actually, because you're falling, you still have movement speed after you hit the ground. So,
Okay.
and because you're falling and not moving out of the dragon's area of opportunity attacks willingly, you're falling. It will not provoke an attack of opportunity, similar to like if you got pushed or shoved away from a creature. So you are falling. He does not get an attack of opportunity, and you, at the last moment, activate your feather fall and start kind of gliding over to the tunnel, the opening of the lair, heading towards the caverns.
Okay. And can I perform a bonus action? Take a healing potion
Absolutely.
or anything else? Okay.
Mhm.
I'll do that.
Using your feather fall and gliding as far as covering as much ground of the layer as possible, you do make it to the entrance of the cavern, which you can immediately start sprinting through as you drink your potion.
And then I can try to hide in that cavern.
You can attempt to hide in this cavern if you want, but right now, are you trying to hide once you get down there? Or are you taking running off?
I'm going to run and drink the potion.
Okay. There are going to be opportunities for you to hide if you have that desire shortly. That's going to bring us to the Ashi Rider, who is going to... he doesn't have the range. Or no, he flew down, didn't he? So he can run. Bonus action dash over to about here. And how far away are you now? Close enough. Here we go. 2 shadow bolts. Ooh, a crit and a 12. So he'll take 28 necrotic damage. Okay, that brings us to Skybor. Skybor, sir, what would you like to do?
Is 15 feet in the air?
Correct.
Okay, I will shoot him with an arrow.
Any special arrow or bowstrings or anything?
Yeah, I'll do the bowstring. Uh, 27.
27 hits for how much damage?
I forgot to click on the thing. I'll also use Cosmic. Let's see. Bowstring is 2d6. Yeah, 12. 12 plus 15.
27.
All right. As it kind of is reeling back and acting like he's, trying to generate a breath attack to finally use on you and your friends, you attack with your final arrow. And how would you like to do this, sir?
Stay down this time.
Any special way you want to kill him with the arrow?
At this point, I really don't care.
To make sure that this time he stays dead, as he's reeling his head back and forth, you fire the arrow up, and it goes straight through his underjaw and through his and up into his head. The dragon is no more and starts to collapse before you, making a huge thud, and the room starts to shake. The chains and everything around the aviary are rattling from the massive beast. Salim, you are just now entering the tunnel. As you see this, you see the dragon that was kind of flying past you start to fly erratically and start smashing into the sides of the caverns until eventually it gets its bearings and starts flying upwards at a chaotic pattern. The ship is trembling as it's cruising down its descent. You all stand here with a moment of peace, or escape from the dragon threat in the aviary. With you and you, Karai, and the Ashi that remain from the fight. And I think that will be a great place to pick up next session. Great job, everyone.
Just out of curiosity, how
Yo.
many of us know Celine, like, fucked off in the middle of that fight? Like, did we notice, or do we just turn and suddenly he's not there anymore?
You know
I
what?
would have noticed.
I think I might have too, I'm just curious.
He hides a lot. I would say you would not, because he was hiding, and before he just fell over the edge, he was already underneath the catwalk. So you would probably initially assume he's hiding underneath the catwalk and popping out and doing that thing. But after a few moments pass by, you're gonna clearly know that, hey, Salim, where'd you go, bud?
Well, we still have those goggles.
That is true. All right. Well, I hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what I did, Skybor or Howard, to you. Sorry about that, bud.
That whole person really screwed me up.
Yeah, it's not fun to be stun locked.